Hello YouTube, back here again doing some network testing. Tonight I am working with T-Mobile, so we're doing some testing. I did this same run for AT&T and Verizon, so we're going back down through the Dupont Circle area. It's going to be kind of crowded, nightclub scene, a lot of bars, a lot of clubs, should be a lot of people moving around. So we're going to test to see how well T-Mobile is going to hold up. We did AT&T and we did Verizon. So we're going to do these last tests. As you can see, I pre-did the fast.com, which is 560 megabits per second. A lot of capacity. And 728 megabits per second down and 53.1 up. And of course, this probably is contributing directly with N41 for T-Mobile. So I'm looking forward to see what the root metric scores will end up being for T-Mobile in this area. It should be pretty high. Go ahead and get this last run in and see how well T-Mobile holds up in this congested area. Get this last video test done. And it's doing the 360p. And as you can see, before I get ready to pull off, I am back at the same starting point that I did for my other videos. I am at 20th and Connecticut Upper Roadway. 705 down, 125 up. Very good. Alrighty, let's roll. And while I'm going along, if this video helps you, please hit like on it, and share it with people that you know, compare it to what you're getting in your city or town. And I'm curious to see what people are getting. So the way that I'm planning on going is what I did, the same route for AT&T and Verizon, which is through the heart of Dupont, around the circle, and down the main strip for some of these clubs. There's a lot of people that normally comes out for these areas. As an Uber driver, I pick these people up and drop them off here, so I know that they should be down here. It wasn't as many people as I did for AT&T, but AT&T network was still taking a hit. And there was a direct correlation and comparison to it. So and now we're in Dupont. Still a lot of capacity. And a speed test. I think the ambulance might be following me. 722 down and 4.04 up. So we are in the thick of it now. And we're moving along here. You could tell there is a drastic difference now. So I'm averaging about 250 250 on fast. And about 300 down, 300 plus on speedtest.com at 358. So we are at half capacity than we were when we were just outside of the Dupont area. And so the speed test, 358 down, 25.7 up. I'll show you what the night's looking like. We got a lot of congestion of traffic and a person who doesn't know how to drive. So right now we're doing the imperv test. A lot of people's cell phones. And right now we're waiting for the imperv test. I am going to get asked that question. 'Cause I still have my signs and stuff up. Alrighty. We're waiting for the imperv test to finish. 76.99 down, 46.12 up. We are in the thick of it. Now, some people consider this being slammed. I still would take this every day. But T-Mobile's holding up pretty good. N41 5G is doing this thing. All right, see if I can give you a pan around. Fast.com is 160 megabits per second, so still able to do multiple 4K streams off of that. And the speed test, 186 down, 6.24 up. So we are in the middle of everything right now. We're on our way out of the area and then come back up again. Same exact route I did for Verizon and AT&T. Squish this up a little bit. Do another fast. And the cellular plan that I'm using to do this on is Magenta Max. So I got full unthrottled data, untethered. This uses a lot of data to do this test, so I don't even look at the thing and get depressed. And that last fast was 600 megabits, and we didn't really move that far. navigate the chaos. And our speed test is 482 down and 51.2 up as we are leaving that Dupont area, so I can make this turn around and come back. Do the imperv. I'm just curious to see what other people's take is on this and what they're experiencing. I would like to know from other folks, what are you getting in your city and town? I'm planning on going back home to do some testing also, see the family, run some speed tests. I am from a country town, so it's going to be very interesting to take all three cellular carriers down and get a good idea. You know, the new T-Mobile versus AT&T versus Verizon. You know, COVID had me cooped up for a while, so with me finally doing speed testing and actually checking the network of all three, is going to be very interesting when I go home. So we're on K Street, which is just outside of the Dupont area, and we're going to do another fast before we dip back around into that area again. As you can see, speeds have increased. 690, 700, 710, 710. And the imperv test was 653 down and 136 up. Oh, phooey. Alright, we're not going to be able to get into that area. They have blocked off the street completely. So it won't be exactly the same exact run I did, but it should be pretty close. I got 603 down, 43 up on speed test. Oh, DC Metropolitan Police Department. Dysfunctional. They just like blocking off streets. All right, we are about to go back into that area. I'm not going to hit another speed test just yet until I can get back around. That way there's no speed test running while I am just outside of the area. But these are pretty solid speeds for this carrier in Washington. I will be also curious to find out what happens when I get into the country and do these same tests. My hometown is home for some cows and tobacco. So how well does it hold up there? Alright, so they are heavily blocking everything. I might end this video a little early. All right, so I'm gonna do imperv first. And then after that will be a fast, and then after that, speed test. Trying to complete the loop. We are in a traffic jam now, as you can see. And our imperv test is still going. Video test is almost done. I got 597, 595 down. Ooh, that's loud. And 120. So 595 down and 120 up. Do a fast.com. Try to give about the same amount of time to each. Can't call it for traffic. But T-Mobile is holding up. Trying to clear up that weird misnomer that N41 can tank. I don't really see it tanking. I think the closest I got to seeing it tank was probably about 3 or 4 minutes in, and I crossed a very heavily populated area. It dropped down to about 180 with still a lot of life in it. Alrighty. $4.20. Got a lot of traffic right now. Doing this on the move has been kind of a logistical nightmare. I had to find a good gimbal so it can keep it steady while I'm moving and hit bumps. So my wife didn't like that, spending money on something that's not, you know, bringing money back in. But I'm still happy for it. Alright, I guess I'm going to be able to make a left here. Imperv test is still running. right, that's done. The imperv test yielded 671 down and 9.61 up. Doing a fast. Speed test. This area is crowded. As you can see, everybody is crowded up. All right, and the lowest I got 256 down and 20 megabits up. Do another fast before we totally get out of the whole area. .96 megabits for fast. So this whole area is getting hit hard, but it's still holding up. Um, 800 megabits per second on speed test. And 126, so we're just outside of the Dupont area going back towards the metro. Get the imperv test in. I hope this helps somebody, you know, get a good idea, see if you're overpaying, underpaying for your cellular plan. Are you getting what you paid for? That's the next question. You know, if you are paying a lot of money for a cellular plan that you don't really feel happy about. All right, Mr. Limo driver. And our speeds are coming back up again. So that will let you know that we are out of that area. 640 megabits per second. Oh man, I'm running these at the same time. Didn't even realize it. All right, that speed test might be a little skewed, but the imperv test shows 846 down and 150 up. And then run this one again because that ran at the same time as the imperv test. $189 down. and 132 up. And 560 megabits per second. All right, YouTube, thank y'all for watching. If this helped you, hit like, share it with other people, and compare this to what you're getting. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good evening.